everyone, and welcome back to Hades Part 3. Last time, we ended up beating Hades with the regular old shield of all things, and today we're going to be unlocking the spear. We won't be using it until our second run, because I do still want some permanent progression as usual. So first run, as always, is going to be the permanent progression. Second run, we'll actually use the weapon and take it seriously, and see if we can beat the game.
Gotta say, you're really getting somewhere, boy. I'm pretty impressed here. And they don't even pay me to do that. I'm just supposed to stand around. Appreciate the vote of confidence, mate. Maybe you're right, and someday I'll get out of here. Hey, if I never come back, you won't just be stuck here forever, will you? That's a good one. No, probably not. Wasn't anything in the old contract about that.
Okay, with the dialogue out of the way, I do have another video planned, and my game's still tripping out. I don't know why this bug is still in the game, why it's not fixed. I'm pretty sure the only way to fix that is to turn off VSync. Maybe that'll help? No, that didn't do anything. I think VSync might actually be in display. Right. Yeah, there we go, that's better. It's gonna cause other issues, but it's fine. Yeah, so next video, part 4, I do actually have something very special planned, so make sure to stay tuned and watch that. Okay, so we got the Pact of Punishment since we beat Hades, which means that we can add difficulty modifiers. But since I haven't already beaten the game with the sword, I'm not going to apply any of that. It would kind of be a waste, and it would just add more difficulty to something that's already not that easy. So let's go ahead and just begin. 0 heat, not going to add any multipliers to anything. This weapon's already hard enough, and perfect! Extra defensive capabilities.
So I've decided I shall aid you for the moment. You interested?
Yeah, so hopefully Aphrodite doesn't get my video flagged. She might be against TOS. I think maybe I go for cast. This does reduce the range on my cast by a significant amount, but I don't want to waste just using weak, especially with low tier boons, on my attack and special. So yeah, my new cast is going to be just a short range blast. It's still pretty good. Like, it does decent damage still. Gems or chaos? I'll start off with chaos. Getting chaos this early is just, it's a blessing, especially if it's rare. Yeah, I'm sorry to spoil this, but yeah, this is chaos.
Lies hidden evidence of the beginning of all things, of chaos, the most ancient sculptor that has shaped this world.
I best take all the evidence I find. This is not someone I recognize. So, in the name of Hades, hello, may I ask who's calling?
Awesome.
Have we met?
You wish to leave this place, and it's my wish to make you do so a little bit more interesting. And if we encounter the old beings someday, to give them my regards.
Awesome. Okay, so more health, but more enemies. Not gonna really be hitting anyone from behind. I would think getting an extra cast. Plus, the downside isn't that bad. As long as I dodge traps, I should be okay. Having an extra cast would be very helpful against certain enemies. Just have to be very careful and stay off the traps, but this should be pretty easy. Okay, took a hit there. That's not very good. Also, if you guys haven't, go ahead and check out my Gotham Knights playthrough. Got part 1 and part 1 continued. Don't have part 2 out yet. There were some complications and I ended up not being able to merge the videos together. That's why part 1 is in 2 parts. So if you haven't, go ahead and check that out if you're interested. It's actually a pretty good game compared to what people said in reviews and stuff. It's actually not a bad game at all. I loved it. Okay, so I could go for gold or Artemis. I think going Artemis would be the better play. If I can get a high tier special with crit, that would be awesome. There's so many good Artemis boons I could go for. Though I would probably prefer attack crit because I can hit so quickly with the sword. Ah, crap. Stepped on a trap. That really hurt because of the Chaos Boon. That hurt a lot more than it should have. Okay, and we do have new enemies appearing in these dungeons since we beat Hades.
Hey, hold a moment, Zagreus. I could have sworn you were so close before, but now you're back. I must have tripped up just when victory was close at hand. It happens all the time. We'll get you out of there. You'll see.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Oh, no. These are all low tier. I don't really want to invest too much in the cast, since my cast is so short range, and my other attacks are also short range. This is just increasing my risk if I just keep investing into an Aphrodite cast. But this is not that useful without another attack boon. This is what I was aiming for, but it's too low tier, so I'm just gonna go ahead and go with the Dash Strike and hope that I see Artemis again. Just hope and pray I see Artemis. Yeah, so for the most part, it's just gonna be dash attacking, like pretty much the last time I played with the sword. And don't have the debuff from the Chaos Boon anymore, so I can apply weak to enemies twice. 2 different groups of enemies, hopefully. Another Aphrodite boon or Athena. I'm going to go ahead and take Athena so that I'm pretty much guaranteed to get her again at some point, so that I can get all the defensive stuff I can, because using the sword is just too risky. Having as many defensive boons as possible is a very good idea right now. Once we get through with this guy's armor, he'll be teleporting less because we can actually stun lock him like this. Because for some reason they make these little mini bosses stagger, which makes them way too easy.
I so look forward to our meeting face to face amongst the gods, dear cousin. Olympus shall be merrier and wiser once you're here.
So complimenting. Okay, attack is stronger and can deflect. That would be pretty nice. I won't lie, since we are more focusing on attack, even though I did want to go for special, I think attack would be better here. I'm going to go ahead and skip the Nectar so that I can get the Darkness for permanent progression, since that's kind of the goal we have here.
Are sealed away even from other condemned souls. They're only visitors, those fool enough to attempt escape.
Yeah.
Let's do this again sometime.
So this is pretty much how every video is going to go. I'm going to go with whichever one is highlighted for the extra permanent progression, and usually I would hope that it would end up being the weapon that I want to use. Usually it's going to be a new weapon until we unlock all the weapons, and then it's just going to be whatever I feel like. But yeah, for the most part, just going to start off getting extra permanent progression as long as we can. Okay, I'm taking a little bit too much damage. Like I said, this build is very high risk because everything is short range. I'm gonna have to use my special a couple times to clear up groups of enemies. Yeah, as long as I get Athena and Aphrodite boons, I should have good enough defense for the most part to make up for this high risk, which is gonna be amazing. Okay, I just need to not get hit. Okay, there we go. Very close to losing a Death Defy there. good thing we get a Centaur Heart. Definitely do need more health. This is not good enough as it is. Ooh, almost took trap damage there. That might have gotten me almost killed. Gotta watch out for those attacks since they still have their armor on. Okay, they died from the trap. Got her cast, fly weak. Kill quickly. Get rid of the louts. Go on to these stupid asses. Okay, there we go. That wasn't so bad. Didn't get hit. Okay, not going for Charon because we don't have enough gold, so we're gonna go ahead and take the gold. That will help if we see Charon again. Get some armored numbskulls, those aren't too hard, just 2 hits and then they die. Hoping to get a decent attack here soon.
I'll just take that.
Make actual use. Gonna skip the keys, don't really need them until we get the spear, then we can start getting keys. Oh, I got hit. That's not good. Okay. Not so bad, not so bad. This is gonna be fun whenever I start adding the heat and stuff. Because I'm still not at my prime with this game because I'm still a little rusty because of how much time I took off. Okay, I'm gonna go for the Daedalus Hammer. Going for a Centaur's Heart would be lovely, and I also didn't miss a full of Charon there. Or Well of Charon. That's unfortunate. But getting a decent hammer right now would be just amazing. If I can get the one that gives me a wave on attack becomes a big chop. Okay, this would be good if I got the Artemis Boon, because then the crits would do a ton of damage. But I don't know, man. This one's just generally not good because it's so slow. This one makes you stand still, and it's just not nice. So I'm going to go ahead and go with this, and I get sturdy, and it gives me extra range on my special, so I can actually dash in and get an attack in. Less risk to being hit, because I can do it from farther away. I don't think Dionysus is going to be all that useful, if he doesn't give me a defensive boon. I do have enough money to get both of these, so I'm going to go ahead and get the palm before Dionysus. This would be nice. Oh, I completely forgot that I had Athena's deflect. Right. This would add a lot of damage, but it's just too short range, and I can't do it all that often, so.
Hey, what's with that Charon, man? He's sort of, I don't know, though I am glad he's been of service.
Charon's chill. Special inflicts hangover. Can't use special often enough to make good use of that. This would be amazing to get early on. This would also be lovely. But I think getting the extra damage would carry me a longer way. We are about to run into a fountain after getting through the Fury Sister.
Looks like you're selling. Is that it? You come to help me out?
Yeah, W. Charon, he's always got good stuff in stock.
Oh, hello.
I heard that you escaped. Then what are you still doing here? Forget something along the way.
You know, I think I'd rather fight you to the death again than try to answer either of those questions right now.
I don't know what you're up to, Zagreus, but I guess it doesn't matter either way. All that matters is you're not getting past me.
We'll see about that. I don't think I'll lose a death defy to her. Not right now, anyway. Ah, crap. Well, I did get hit. This weapon's too risky. Oh, I couldn't get out of that in time. That's so unfortunate. Oh, dang it! Yeah, I did lose a death defy. Okay. Sword is too risky, and I do not have a good enough attack boon. I still don't have a special. Because I just got nothing but low-tier specials, and ones I didn't need. I did get the one I needed pretty early, but it was just too low-tier. Couldn't make use of it. I would like for Artemis to appear, and then give me, like, the attack boon so I can swap it out from Athena's, and then maybe at some point get dash deflect for my defense instead, and then hopefully get like just like stat boosts or something from Aphrodite or Dionysus to make me tankier. That's what I'm hoping for anyway. Because I shouldn't be losing Death Defies to Meg. I shouldn't be actually scared that I'm gonna fail my run against Meg. Of all bosses, just not Meg. Okay, need to get rid of these witches because they're just adding more pain to the room. Nice thing about this dashing special is I can actually dash out of her like AoE attack and then go right onto her. So that actually works out pretty well whenever she starts doing that crap. Okay, attack deflect here is pretty useful, but it's still risky. Barely dodged that trap. That would have got me so close to being killed. Okay, we got through her, but only barely. Thankfully, the fountain will fully restore my health due to the boon that I took. And we'll have extra damage from it. It's not a lot, it's only 3%, but that does stack up whenever you get decent boons. Okay, yeah, I forgot to change which one of these I was using. I'm gonna go ahead and take the Athena, so I can get more defense. Don't have enough money for this. These just don't last long enough. Anything I want to sell? I think I could get rid of the Aphrodite cast. It's just not that useful. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of that. I'm not gonna be able to get enough for the Death Defy replenish anytime soon, so that's very unfortunate. But yeah, Aphrodite cast is it's just not working out. Not even defensively.
Within the suffocating heat of Asphodel reside the vast majority of those who lived upon the earth and died. There they persist until the end of time.
Yeah.
Or until I crush their bones to dust.
Palm of Power is not going to be super useful here because like my boons are all like low rarity, not very strong. Annoying. Quit jumping everywhere. Okay, I got hit. That's so unfortunate. Didn't manage to deflect anything. That's why I need the deflect dash. That would also be very helpful since I'm doing a dash attack build. I need at least one decent dash boon, and then I need to get a new, better attack boon. Not gonna invest into Athena's attack, because I do plan to get rid of that. Okay, we have Hermes or another Athena. I'll go ahead and go with Hermes, because either he's gonna give me a good offensive boon or a good defensive boon. He's amazing either way. Like I said last video, he does have some of the best boons that you can find. No matter what build you're going, there's going to be something useful in there. There's very few times where you would want to take Hermes. Not getting hit here. There's still a lot of enemies though, I gotta be careful. And I have to watch out for all that fire too. That's why I was nervous to dash and got hit by that bomb just then. Okay, let's see what Hermes gives us.
What's going on there, cuz? Can I call you cuz? I've got something here for you. Should make your battles to the death end that much quicker.
Okay, anything good? That's not great. This is good. This is also very good. I think I'm gonna skip going on faster attack because it's too low tier anyway. I do need more defense, so the automatic dodge chance here is absolutely game changing. I don't want to go for Charon because I don't have much money, so I'm gonna have to go for the key, even though I really didn't want to. having the dodge chance is going to be amazing for this sword. Too high risk, good to have that dodge chance. Well, I put myself in the fire, that's unfortunate. Okay. Got rid of him, got rid of one of the bombers. And that dash does make it a little bit harder to use the special at close range.
Should come in handy.
Gotta be careful. Okay, don't need the gold too much. I think I would need a better Athena boon to start off with. Preferably deflect dash.
You are Barge of Death.
Okay, we got the Barge of Death. This isn't too bad. Already know what enemies are gonna appear here. Gotta take out the crystal first. They do shield their allies, so it makes them impossible to kill. So always gotta take out the crystals first. Then you can go for the other ones. Okay.
Almost finished
Looking
with
good so far. I don't think I've been hit yet. I'm gonna say that, then I'm gonna end up getting hit. Okay, there's one of them done. Did I get hit there? I'm not actually sure. Okay, don't want to stand in the fire. Okay, Barge of Death is complete.
In the name of Hades.
Okay, so this is high tier. It would make my cast do decent damage, but deflecting with it is a lot harder, because if it gets stuck in something, then you're stuck without a deflect, so it's not very good defensively. I think I'll take the Death Defy Restore, since I do have more defensive capabilities now. Having those extra lives just to make up for that is very useful. Especially since part of my defense is reliant on luck with the dodge chance. Oh my god, they're stuck in the fire. I actually can't hit them. Like, I actually have to move away to bait them out. The only thing I can do is deflect here and hope that that works quickly enough. Okay, that's doing good shit. Good shit. Could have actually used my special with its AoE, but I don't know about that. Ooh, stood in the fire. That's unfortunate. Okay, deflect those at the Medusa heads. Let them stand in the bomb, get rid of the armor. Stood in fire for just a second there. Trying to avoid it as much as I can, but it's kind of difficult sometimes. Okay, Eurydice. I do want the darkness for progression, but I think Eurydice is very useful here. I'll take the one that allows me to get my next boons as a higher rarity.
Humble residence in Asphodel reverberates the golden-sounding voice of Lord Eurydice, who once attempted to escape the underworld and failed utterly, much like Prince Arius.
You watch yourself, old man.
Your Royal Majesty, you're back. Well, see you later.
Well, that was a short talk. Okay. Yeah. Next 3 boons have upgraded rarity. That will be very useful, especially if I'm able to replace anything. It would help a lot. So much. Okay, Athena. Not preferable. If I had another Death Defy, that would be useful. I don't really want this, though it does help defensively. I don't want this either. These are all not ideal here. I'm gonna have to go with this, just for the extra defense. I don't really want to use money on the half palm, because it could upgrade something that I want to replace, which is, to be frank, most of the boons I have. So I don't particularly want to use that because it could upgrade something I'm going to replace. It would just be a waste of money. It would be helpful in the short term, but if I'm replacing something, it doesn't carry over, I don't think. I don't remember if it does, because I don't replace things very often. Ah, crap. Used that attack right after. I didn't think it was going to do that. I can do high damage to him if he uses the, like, more spammy version of that ranged attack. Actually does pretty decent DPS. Somehow I got hit there and didn't deflect. That's okay. Awesome. Okay, got the wave throwers on all three heads. That means I can deflect. Very useful. I managed to dodge instead of deflect, but that's okay. Not getting hit is better than getting them hit by their own attacks, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, that's phase 2 down. On to phase 3, shouldn't be too hard. If he does use, yeah, that, I will get hit, but I can deflect a bunch of them, so it does pretty decent damage. It's a lot easier to deflect than to dodge. Okay, got hit. That's unfortunate. I'm about to lose that Death Defy. I just got back. Okay, that's phase 3 down. Now get the hardest part out of the way. More wave makers. Ah, crap. Well, there goes the Death Defy. I got bit. There's just too many heads in one spot to deal with all at once. Gotta get rid of these eggs, otherwise they just create more problems. Yeah, because it spawns these stupid asses. Okay. Gotta get rid of these eggs. Gotta get rid of these green heads first. They're much more annoying, because it forces you to take your focus off of them and onto the eggs. Okay, that egg landed in the fire, I think, so it might end up dying on its own. Don't actually have to attack it. Need that head out of the fire. Okay, there we go. On to the last phase. Not too hard. Gotta sit back when he does that. Trying not to throw myself in the fire like I just did. Okay, get out of that. It's almost dead. Not a very quick Hydra run. Okay, there we go. Not too bad.
Enough.
Not so bad at all. I am much more worried about the next few rooms. I'm gonna go ahead and take Ares because I am kind of lacking in damage a good bit. I don't really have too much offensive capability. I've over-invested into not the best defensive boons. Too many of the ones I don't want.
Dead must have it pretty good up here.
Okay, so we can go another Hermes, potentially get better offense or defense, or guarantee better defense by having more health. I think going for Hermes is better. It's not guaranteed to give me something I want out of either pool of offense or defense, but it works. Okay, almost done with these guys. I am a little bit worried about the longbows. They kind of do force you to dodge a lot, because if you're not constantly dodging them, they will hit you. And I'm pretty sure they can do it past walls, so you can't hide behind anything either. Alright, now I just gotta get rid of the butterfly ball. I do have enough close range to get rid of any butterflies as they spawn. Okay, there we go. That was finicky. Okay, if I had got this sooner, that would be amazing. I don't think it's going to provide enough use right now. If I'd gotten it in Tartarus or Asphodel, it would have been amazing. I'm going to have to go with attack speed. I just have to. I'm too lacking in damage. Like, this has really upgraded my DPS a good bit. Like, 30% more DPS on regular attacks is pretty nice. This also makes it very useful if I end up getting... Oh crap, that was a big hit there. If I end up getting Artemis Boon for the critting attack, that would be just absolutely amazing. Because it pretty much means I'll be landing crits more often. Not necessarily a higher percent, but more attacks, more crits. It's pretty much the rule. Okay, he's gonna die to that. Need to get rid of the eyeball before it respawns. Ah, crap, got hit. Dodged the wall trap just in time. Okay, awesome. Attack is stronger and can deflect. At this point, I think I might just wanna do that. Because I am still invested into... No, I'm just going to go ahead and go with this instead. This does provide more damage, obviously, and in more scenarios. But I do want to replace it. I don't want to upgrade it, as long as I can avoid it. But I'm just getting bad luck at this point, so I might end up upgrading it at some point. It's just getting... It's been too many boons without seeing Artemis again, and there's no guarantee I'll even be able to replace it. So I'm pretty much doing a gamble on this. Okay, these guys all have armor, which is making them all very annoying. Out of the bomb. Okay, gotta get rid of the switch first. Ah, I got hit there. I'm so close to ending my run right here. It's so bad. It's okay, because this isn't our really serious run. It's mostly just progression. Okay, missed 2 specials there, which is unfortunate.
Delicious.
Oh my goodness. I really just don't have any boons to choose from to upgrade, so unfortunately I'm just going to start upgrading this. I don't think I'm going to end up getting it replaced. I kind of need health, but at the same time I do need new boons. Okay, if I get hit too many times in here, it's just death. So I gotta take out the longbows, even if there are eyes out. Oh no, not the dudes with the shields. That's the worst one to get. Oh no, I thought it was just gonna be the bows. I have almost no way to actually hit this guy. I have to get behind him, which means I'm getting close to him. Too risky. Way too risky. Not preferable. Oh no, and then we got armored crystal and armored longbows. That's not fun. Not very fun at all. This room is trying its hardest to fuck me over. There's a lot of enemies spawning in here too. This is just getting really rough. Gotta take him out as quickly as I can. almost got hit there. How am I not hitting him? He's right there. Okay, room's almost done. Last one. There we go. Okay, that was rough. Very rough.
Traveled rather far down there since last we met, my king. And that means you have dealt incalculable death. I must commend you thus.
Okay, special inflicts doom would be great. Cast, it's a really good cast. I think just having more damage in general across everything, especially with that quality, would be nice. Okay, I'm risking another hammer. Oh, goodness. I think I'll just go with the hammer. They are much more expensive at shops. It's such a gamble here. This is big gamble. Yeah, just having more damage on everything is just nice. I'm so close to death here, it's like terrifying. Oh my goodness, why does everything have armor? I'm like literally one hit away from almost anything killing me. Which would be less than ideal. Dang it! I ran right into the arrow! That's so unfortunate, man. That is super unfortunate. And it's okay, because now we get to play with a spear, which is a much, much better weapon.
Those archer statues in Elysium have got to be a real sight, no doubt about it. But you can't just stand there and admire them, or else they'll shoot you dead like they did just now.
Yeah, I get it.
Sure.
Cerberus has something to say, huh?
Boy, my mother. Persephone, you remember her, don't you? She was pleased to hear about you. But I couldn't stay for long, and I have to find her again. So, guess I'll see you at the temple then.
Hope so.
The ghoulish features of the much reviled Hound of Hell all soften instantly upon the mention of a certain name. Briefly then, the monster is at peace.
Good boy.
Who's that sniveling shade to your immediate left there, Father? Already found someone new to do the busy work, and here I thought I was utterly indispensable.
That shade boy is my newly designated contractor, one whose responsibility is to work on this house. Though who shall pay for everything my subjects here demand, I do not know.
You're trying to guilt me into funding the exorbitant furnishings you desire.
Perhaps once you have finished with repairs for all the carnage you have sown throughout my realm, then we might finally have time for all the needed renovations that have piled up.
Nice.
Love how even in hell there's a damn economy.
Prices are a little steep there, I must say.
Yeah, didn't really get any gems last
Is it
run.
really true that Cerberus ripped the lounge up right after I left? He must have gotten in a lot of trouble.
I only wish you could have seen it, lad. The place looked like a vineyard after a typhoon. Your Lord Father was livid, but he never gets so angry with the dog. Poor Dusa, though, she's picking the place up.
Oh no. I wonder what became of Dusa.
Yeah,
She's
poor
always worried
Dusa.
Father's going to fire her even without something like this.
Child,
Something important.
your father fell to you as once his father fell to him, although you were substantially more merciful. I know it is a bitter victory at best. Though, tell me, what transpired subsequently that you have returned? Did you locate your birth mother?
I did. She was there. She was where you said she'd be. And more than I imagined, but I had so little time with her. I can't survive up there for very long. Why didn't you tell me I'd just die no matter what?
Oh, my child. I say this seldomly, but I did not know, or I did not wish to believe, that the service would have such an effect on you. But it seems you share your father's fate, after all.
Yeah, Nyx is such a sweetie. I feel bad for her.
But he was smugly waiting for me up there and seemed quite healthy all in all. Though, maybe the farther we get from this realm, the worse we get. Because he cast his lot, inheriting the underworld.
So I now presume you are bound to this realm by powers greater even than mine. Tell me something.
If you knew that you could only see Persephone for but a moment's time, would you still make the journey to her there?
Yes. Yes, I would. I had so many questions left for her.
As any child with a loving mother would.
Child, steady your resolve and find her there again. And use well what brief time you have with one another whilst you can. As mortals do.
As mortals do. Hey, the lounge is open.
That's such a nice dialogue.
A commemorative board adorns one of the stoic walls within the lounging area, celebrating and proclaiming the accomplishments of those who serve Lord Hades best of all.
Won't ever see my face up on that wall, I guess. Greetings, broker.
Probably not. Okay, so we do have 6 keys. That should mean an unlock is ready for next video, probably.
Those shades are always milling about.
The prince himself. You want to talk to me? Me? Oh, well, well.
Lovely little nervous
Say the
Dusa.
lounge looks wonderful, as good as new. Better. I hope it's not been too much trouble patching up.
I have to clean the rafters.
Thanks for all your hard work.
Poor Dusa, she's so awkward. It's adorable. Okay, so instead of a new weapon unlock, I'm gonna go ahead and unlock new talents. Another Death Defy would be nice, but more upgrades instead of waiting on one is definitely better. Yeah, that one's actually not that bad, but I think having more cast would be nice. That did take a huge chunk of my darkness, so I'm not going to be very close to getting Death Defiance, but we should have a generally better chance
I think that should do
at
it.
winning.
I'll sleep when I'm dead.
Still haven't triggered the resting cutscene. Oh, how perfect is that? The spear
It's time, Baratha.
has the bonus. That's perfect. That means we get permanent progression and the new weapon. So, let's just do a quick showcase after we talk to
You know
Skelly.
something, boyo? I think you could do a real number on one of these columns, holding up this place and bring the whole thing down in just a few swipes. Boom, boom, boom. And hate to be standing near one of them if you did. Wreck my father's finely crafted architecture every chance I get. That I can do for sure.
It's so nice how all the, like, tutorials are mostly given out through, like, quippy dialogue. Like, what's his name? Can't remember the name of the sleepy fella. I don't know why I keep forgetting their names. He gives you tutorials on how to avoid things, and then he gives you tips on things that you can do. Okay, so here's the main attack we'll be using, mostly because of the backstab damage bonus. It's kind of a boring weapon. At the same time, it's fun. It's pretty good. I think it's underrated. The basic attack isn't all that good. It does have some decent range, at least compared to the sword and the fists. So it's not bad for that, and its dash strike is actually really good. Has good AoE, good range, good damage. It does have this charge attack. It's not very good. It does take way too long to charge up. It doesn't do enough damage. There are hammers and aspects you can get, but we haven't even gotten to aspects yet. That'll have to wait for a bit. So for this run, I would like to start off with Artemis, but we weren't able to gift her, so we don't have her keepsake. So we're going to have to start off with Ares, who's not bad for this weapon, but less preferable. So we're going to go ahead and start the run. Obviously, we're not going to be adding any heat. If we were to add heat, I would probably do it on the shield. Since we've already completed the run, starting off with Poseidon is not preferable at all.
I have to tell you something, little Hades. My relatives and I, we've been holding back one of our greatest gifts to see if you were worthy. And you are. My aid is yours. So call me if you need anything. Especially to smash your enemies to bits.
It's a little upsetting that this is like... It's upsetting that this is like a required thing to run into after like certain conditions are met. You have to get Poseidon's epic tier aid. So that overrid the Ares boon that I wanted. But at least we do have a good like strengthy call now. And my Ares Vial did get upgraded, so that means that whenever we do run into the Ares Boon, which should be up here, hopefully, it should have a much higher chance of being a good rarity, which is preferable. Got one charge attack off there. Okay, so Overridden, again, it's going to be either a hammer or heart. I'm going to go ahead and go for the hammer, because there are some pretty good hammers that you can get. Hopefully we run into Artemis this run, because there's the special boon, and it works really well with this weapon, but there's also a hammer that pretty much does the same thing, but a little bit worse than Artemis's boon, but they do stack. Okay, these aren't the best, but this would be good for clearing up rooms. Pretty much does the, like, the shields bounce. I'm gonna go ahead and skip the key. I don't think it's that useful. I do need Nectar in case I run into Artemis. So pretty much the hammer I was talking about that I wanted, gives a chance to crit whenever you backstab an enemy, or like whenever the spear returns to you, not so much as backstab. But that does give crits to the backstab damage, which is pretty much almost a guaranteed thing when using the spear, because you're returning it. And then the Artemis boon also adds crit to both, so you have a much higher chance to crit on backstab, which is already doing extra damage. And then you can also get another boon that gives you extra crit chance on all things, so even more crit chance for everything. So you can pretty much get a ton of crits, and then if at some point I could get extra crit damage, we could absolutely melt an entire room of enemies or any boss. Not gonna gift Ares, even though I kind of want to.
My favorite underworld death dealer. I so look forward to the pain you shall inflict this time around.
Yeah. Okay, this would be great. This isn't as useful, even though I can spread doom to multiple enemies. I'm gonna try and save up for Artemis special of any tier. Doesn't really matter, as long as we get it. So, since I do have more casts now, I'm gonna go ahead and take the cast boon. I don't have money for Charon. I don't really want gemstones right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and sacrifice them out for Chaos. Gemstones won't help my run, it would help future runs. Could gift Chaos. Chaos's gift is actually pretty good. I think that would be a good idea.
To Chaos. Everyone makes offerings to my relatives upon Olympus. I wish to make an offering to you. Thank you for everything.
Yeah.
To make attempts to tempt me with material gains. Then, she is in turn allow me this attempt at reciprocity.
Very nice. Getting the Cosmic Egg from Chaos means that we won't lose health. If we do use that keepsake, if we go through a Chaos Gate, it means higher tier Chaos boons. So more risk, more reward. But also less risk, because we're not losing health. Okay, more cast would be amazing. Not gonna go for attack or this. This would be good for permanent progression. The move speed's kind of hindering. I don't really want it because I do want to take this run seriously. Total health is reduced by 40 for 4 encounters. This is really the only option I have. Like, the only one that'll be useful. I'm gonna be on 1 HP. Thank God this is gonna be an Athena boon. That gives me the chance to be defensive. Yeah. Okay, I shouldn't have cast it right there. Gonna dodge the laser. A good benefit of the hammer I ended up getting is that I can actually hit a bunch of these skeletons and the giant gemstone at the same time. So that means there's going to be less lasers around the room at all times, so long as they are in range to be hit by the bounce. I'm going to go ahead and do my cast. That's going to do a lot of damage. I can go ahead and Poseidon Call, do a little bit of damage there. Pick up my cast and throw them all onto it. Stun it so it stays in the cast. Yeah, that melted them. If I can get some cast palms, that would be amazing.
You've met the Master of the Seas, Poseidon, haven't you? Our uncle's affable but quick to anger. Be on your guard with him is my advice.
Okay, dash deals damage and can deflect at epic tier. That is amazing. That is just perfect. Couldn't have gone better. Okay, casts didn't do much hitting there. It would be very useful for getting rid of this armor because they do so much damage. Yeah, they absolutely melt. Very slow cast, but the AoE and the sheer damage they can do, especially to enemies who are standing still, just amazing. Ooh! Okay, I don't even think I could have dodged that. Maybe I could have. I was not being careful enough. There goes the Death Defy.
Nice.
That's so unfortunate. Restore 10% health. That's gonna be 1 HP per chamber. But it will outlast the Chaos Boon, so this means that I can actually heal if I don't die in the next 2 rooms. Spear bounce being useful, very useful. Means I can clear out multiple enemies in the room. Okay, gotta hit the Lounce, so he doesn't dash on me, because that would kill me. Okay, just 1 more room of decreased health. At least I have my full health bar.
What is it now?
There you are.
Oh no, 45-second survival. That is unfortunate. At least I can kill multiple enemies at once. Yeah, none of them are going to stick around for very long. Except for the armored ones. Yeah, having the bouncing spear is very useful here. They don't really get much time to attack unless they're armored, but even then, still not that much. Get rid of the ranged ones, pretty much guarantee I don't get hit. Okay, we got through the Chaos Boon, and now we are full health. Zeus, I can't think of any, like, position where I would want Zeus. I'm not going for a revenge build, so getting the duo boon from him and Ares would not be helpful. I think instead I'm going to go ahead and go with the Palm. Just be stronger in general. Okay, that wasn't so hard. And we do have an extra cast now. Let's add a grand total of 4, which means that if I could get quick cast at some point, I could get crazy damage off. Okay, numbskulls aren't much of a problem with all the bouncing. Yeah, that just absolutely wiped the room out. Yeah, I think I'll go ahead and go with my cast. I don't have much use for darkness at the moment. I'm going to go ahead and go with gemstones so I can unlock bonuses for these rooms. Oh, I missed. I missed! Dang. Okay, that wiped out a bunch of numbskulls. They're not going to get one-shot as they currently are. I would need like a special upgrade. Unless they get backstabbed, which they can get backstabbed. Okay, there we go, that's good. Don't have enough money for Charon, but I don't have any other choice either. This is kind of a wasted room. I can get the Centaur Heart, which would be super useful right now.
Charon, mate. Now, hypothetically, if I provided you with, say, 1,000 coins, would you be willing to give me a ride in your beautiful boat? Upriver, I should say, specifically. I had to ask.
Charon says nothing, and he's still funny.
Because Chaos is giving me the power to crush you doesn't mean they're getting involved with this, does it?
Also, with the spear bounce, this means that any enemies that spawn in the room can still be hit. So I can clear out anyone that she summons, which means that this is even less risky. So this is actually going pretty well so far.
What you're doing. Ask Nyx about them for me sometime. Yeah, I'll give you a chance to ask her very soon.
That's not gonna happen. 4 Ares casts, doing pretty good. I really need a special boon. I need that very soon. Oh crap, I didn't see her in the dodge animation, or not the dodge animation, the dash animation. And thankfully the spear can actually break a full row of those from really far away. Okay. Not gonna end up saving for the fully charged Poseidon call. I don't think it's all that useful. It's better just to use it while I have it. I'm not going to be able to get it fully stacked anyway. Okay, we got good damage going on. Yeah, she's getting absolutely shredded by the Ares cast. Ah, crap, it stood right in it. She's standing right there, that means I can get a good amount of damage off of her with the Ares cast, and there we go. That was easy. I still ended up getting hit a couple times, but that's okay. We should be pretty much full health after the fountain.
Blood of the Titans.
Or so I hope. I do need another Death Defy, but I don't have enough money for it. I'll go ahead and take this so that we can get more Chaos Spoons. Don't need to get rid of any of these particularly. Having an epic call is good, even if it's a bad call. I wouldn't be able to get enough money for the Death Defy replenish, and we're not completely full health. We might be able to make it to full health. I think I could go a couple Asphodel rooms without getting hit too much. Hopefully, anyway. Palm of Power. I really wish I was getting these after I get a special boon. Getting an Ares special wouldn't actually be that bad, because I can put Doom on a lot of enemies at once. That would absolutely clear out rooms, but I would still prefer getting the Artemis one. Even without the hammer that does the Artemis boon, basically. Put these over here. Absolutely shred the Numbskull Mound. Okay, there we go. Getting another cast upgrade would be awesome. Okay, keys or gemstones. I'm gonna go ahead and go with the gems, so that we can get those rooms. That'll make it a lot easier, getting all those upgrades. Gonna skip out on doing any cosmetic stuff until, like, way later. Yeah, that Ares cast is so good. I don't know why people say it's weak. It is absolutely not weak. It's especially good against Theseus, because he'll stand still, and then you can just completely bypass his shield. There we go, that wasn't so hard. We're full health. Okay, Hermes would be amazing right now.
Moving on.
If we can get more special speed, that means I can use that much more often. And it'll bounce between enemies quicker, so I can kill groups of enemies quicker. The only thing is I can't stun lock these guys for very long, and I did get hit there. So my only choice really is to try and use the Ares cast whenever they land, and hope that that shreds them. Yeah, good enough. That's good enough. More than good enough. Yeah, that does the good work. Okay, that got through them pretty easily. Hermes boon, number 1.
You put yourself thinking, Hermes sure is quick. So how come it took so long for him to show up in the first place? Well, I'm afraid that's not for you to know. But it's not because I was late. I'm not late for anything.
Okay, it's low tier, but it's still very useful. The move speed is also amazing for dodging things, but I think getting money this early on would just be absolutely perfect. And we can't waste it. We can't waste palms on it. Like, Hermes boons cannot be upgraded at all. So this means that we can still upgrade anything that we need to. These Ares casts should be absolutely amazing. Oh, I still got hit there. Yeah, the Ares casts should be just perfect for shredding these guys. And since my spear can bounce, this means I can also hit multiple of them. But that is a finicky mechanic to get a hold of. Okay, they're sitting out in the fire, which means my cast is going to be out in the fire. Okay, no, they returned. That's good. Okay, the Deuce ahead is almost dead. Okay, which is perfect. Got the harder part out of the way. Now it's just one of these guys. Wish I could get them to sit down a little longer, but that's not going to happen until I get the armor out of the way. So I'm not going to use all of my casts. Not all at once. Gotta save at least one. Oh, I hit the cast button, but it didn't work. Okay, that should be good enough. Pretty low health, though, unfortunately.
As ever, Zag. Now you keep at it like you have been, and I bet we'll all be hanging out up here in no time flat. I'm with you all the way.
Alright, nice is so chill. Okay, special inflicts hangover. I don't know. I mean, it wouldn't be useless, but I can't max stack it against one enemy all too often. But I can put it on multiple enemies. Less damage while at low health would be nice. I'm gonna go ahead and go with this because I've already been investing in my special. Awesome! I can get upgraded boon rarities from Eurydice. That is just absolutely amazing.
Hey, it's the Hades kid. What's it going to be this time,
Okay. 2 random boons. Okay, no matter what, it's gonna be decent. Okay, that's awesome. More hangover, but unfortunately it upgraded Poseidon's Aid, which I've been skipping upgrading.
Until next time.
It's not all that useful for that one, because hitting an enemy multiple times with it is kind of difficult. But hey, an upgrade's an upgrade. And it is heroic right now, which I think is the second highest rank, besides legendary, but I don't think you can actually upgrade boons to legendary. I think you can only find legendary boons, which are just specific boons that are always a high tier, I think anyway. So if I do choose to upgrade it, it should end up doing a lot of damage. I just don't know if I want to upgrade it because it's Poseidon's Call specifically.
Who doesn't love this stuff?
Okay, I'm a little bit short of restoring my Death Defy. I'm gonna go ahead and get the gems so that I can get more upgrades. Oh my god, we got both Hermes boons? Hello? Yeah, I didn't have enough money to go for Charon anyway. I could have at most gotten one thing out of it, but Hermes is just amazing. Don't need to gift him because I've already got his keepsake. More movement speed. I think I'll go with the dodge chance. Auto God Gauge is pretty good, but I just don't want to invest into Poseidon's Call. I just don't feel like it's good enough.
Different.
Yeah, he does look a little different, but we can absolutely melt him with the Ares cast and with the Dionysus hangover. I can max stack it somewhat, since I can hit him twice, so I can get 2 stacks of it at once, but it will still fade, and if I have to hit multiple enemies, then it just doesn't work. Okay, get the Ares cast off. That'll melt him. Oh shit, I didn't know that they were already dead. That was a waste of a cast. Or a call. Okay, they're already dead. Get my casts back. Only need 2 of them really. They'll be sitting in one spot. Playing it very careful. There's a lot of fire around here since the main Hydra is the Fire Hydra. And a stronger ranked Fire Hydra at that. If I have to, I will save my my call for safety. Because it does make me invulnerable for just a moment. I might end up being able to get it maxed out, hopefully. And that would absolutely help me against the main Hydra. I might be able to max stack it here. If I had taken Auto God Gauge, I would have been able to, because then it only takes 100 seconds. So, less than 2 full minutes to max stack it. Plus all of the hits I'm doing and taking. So, should only be about a minute to stack it in total with Auto God Gauge, but I didn't take it. I don't know, just Poseidon's call is just not the best one. I think, personally, it's the worst one. That's just my opinion. It's just too finicky to actually land and hit an enemy multiple times, but I should get it maxed out here in just a second. Okay, there we go. Yeah, see, because, like, it moves, and then they get hit, and then they don't get hit again, so you have to move back and forth. I think Ares and Artemis Call are probably the best ones. I think Aphrodite's is pretty good. Zeus's is okay, but you kind of have to be close. Dionysus actually has a pretty good one. Okay, more health, gems, and ensure a Chaos Gate while I have the Chaos Egg out. Don't really want to get rid of any of these. They're all pretty good, actually.
One more floor.
Elysium should be a lot easier with the bouncing spear, because I can actually get multiple of them, and I don't have to specifically focus down the eyes, because it can bounce to them. So that's pretty nice. Okay, these are not good. I would not be going Poseidon. I'm definitely going for Chaos. I mean, I paid for it, and I have his keepsake, so...
The deepest reaches of the underworld. The void from which all life and consciousness sprang forth during the dawn of time. The realm of chaos. A land almost unseen even to denizens of Death's kingdom.
Could you keep it down? In the name of Hades.
Let's see, anything good? Dash Strike? Normally, that would be amazing. That would be amazing, because the spear is mostly a Dash Strike build, but this gives me more backstab damage, and that's perfect for the spear. And it only means I can't collect my cast for a little bit. So that's not a big downside for a pretty big upgrade. Just means I have to be a little bit more careful with my casting. I can only use them sparingly for the next 3... Oh wait, yeah, no, the next 3 rooms. But then my backstab's going to be really strong, and I won't have to rely too much on the casting. Not going to be too sparingly with my casts against the shield guys, because that's pretty much the best way to kill them, even though I do have the spear. Which is very helpful against the shielders. That wasn't such a hard room. I don't think any enemies dropped any healing items, unfortunately. A duo boon room. Don't mind if I do. That's 300 gold worth of boons, even though one is a Poseidon boon.
Looks like I've got a choice to make.
I'd say Athena's harder to dodge because her AoE is much bigger. I'd rather piss off Poseidon. Attack stronger and can deflect. I don't know if I want to go with that. This does give more backstab damage, but this makes me take less damage. Huh. I don't know, I'm not deflecting too often. So I'll just go with the reduced damage, even though it's a pretty low tier one.
A word of caution, little nephew. Never turn your back against the sea. And while you're at it, never take up sides against your greatest uncle.
I don't know about my greatest uncle. I mean, I do like you more than Zeus, but I'd still say Zeus is better. I just gotta dash around a lot and be careful to not get hit by Poseidon. Yeah, I can't pick up my cast for a good while, so they kind of got a little bit wasted. And I can actually deflect his call power in here if I'm careful. I think I can anyway, I'm not actually sure. Okay, I'm not doing a very good job at that, so I'm almost dead. More enemies are gonna spawn. Gotta use my cast here, get the damage off. Oh crap, I'm so close to being dead, and I just wasted part of my cast. Oh my god, no way! Bro, no way! It spawned on me! I thought I was good for a second. No, that's so unfortunate.
Wow, you've died at least 5 times so far, I think. Dying's good for the whole ecosystem down here, so, thanks. You're helping make the underworld a better place.
Yeah, thanks, Hypnos.
Right. Just keep dying over and over and everything will be fine.
You are not to aid him in these matters, Nyx. His foolishness is to be scorned and reprimanded, not indulged. Do we have an understanding?
We have an understanding, Hades, yes. He is your own son, after all, and therefore your responsibility. I, in turn, have my commitments to this realm and to this house. You have aided me in them, so I remain, as ever, in your debt.
It is not necessary to remind me. Surely all those who once defied my brother and myself would much prefer a post within my house over eternity within the lowest depths of Tartarus. Not that the darkness there would trouble you.
I hate it when they fight. Achilles on break, I guess.
Well, since I should gift somebody, I don't really want to gift Meg, mostly just because I don't remember what her keepsake does, like, at all. I think I would be better off going with Hypnos, and then upgrading his keepsake, and then that would be very useful for my runs.
Whoa, 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 you can't bring that in here. Just kidding. Thanks. But wait, I'll trade you. Look.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, his Chthonic coin purse is very useful whenever you get it upgraded. It is probably the best keepsake to use as your second one. You can also use it as your first one, but preferably you would use like a god summon keepsake instead. So I would say use him on the second, yeah, on your second keepsake. Okay, I do have 51 gems. This isn't very useful. Could find a fountain. That would make fountain boons better. But I think getting the fate boon, not the fate boons, the fate's prophecies completed does better, because that absolutely skyrockets progression.
That sounds somewhat exciting.
So much. Helps so much.
Whoa, rod of fish.
And see, I don't know. Fountains give more health. I do kind of want to go this, but those are pretty rare, and it's not that much gold. Getting the fishing rod absolutely helps with progression, and helps with a little bit towards the end game. I won't spoil that too much. I'm gonna go ahead and go for more of that, and then I do still have 10 left over. I'm gonna go ahead and get the Infernal Trove. Those can be very useful.
And I look forward to seeing the result.
And since we've unlocked fishing now, that means I can give any fish I catch out there to this guy, and that really helps for permanent progression.
The lounging area within the House of Hades is a dismal place to be, in spite of its intended purpose to enliven the house's grim inhabitants.
It's better than
I think
nothing.
it's actually pretty nice in here. Well, after I fix all the stuff that Cerberus broke and add things, but that'll be for later.
Yeah, what's that you're drinking, Meg? Anything good?
Whatever it is, it's weak. Enough to be mistaken for your blood.
Okay, no need for the shots fired.
Nice. Well, I'll just leave you to it then.
Leave me alone.
Yeah, that was kind of mean, Meg. What'd you die
Let's
from?
just have a listen.
Feet ache, I don't even have feet anymore. Old age.
Hey, that must be the fated list.
Okay, any prophecies complete? Hell yes, so that's 1,000 darkness and 3 nectar, and then we have all of these to complete. Okay, so I did get 1,000 darkness. That means I can get an extra death defy. Don't have enough keys to unlock anything else, so everything's maxed out unless I just want to go for another death defy, but that would be a lot of saving. Well, anyway, that was our 2 runs for this video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope that these have been actually fun to watch for the few people watching. I appreciate the support, and I will see you guys next time.